working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a f***ing name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be.
Hi everybody, my name's Evan Morris. This here is my 2017 Civic Type-R Touring Edition. Take a look. So, for now, please keep in mind these light bars they're going, because the company, and I'm going to warn everyone, Nikoco, or however it's spelled, unless you're going to have them to where they don't get moisture on them, don't buy them. They're a ripoff of, I believe, Vivid, that sells the same looking, almost exactly the same looking lights. The one in my grill down here is doing fine because, you know, water doesn't really get to it. Or it could just be one of those quality control things where some of them leak and some of them don't. The one on the driver's side is fine. However, the front one and the passenger side have leaked and are shorting out and everything, so I'm getting rid of them all except for the one in my grill. But anyway, so yeah, that's basically the only thing you really need to know off the bat, so you know it's not going to be there. We only usually put the carrier on the top during the summer so that when we do trips I don't have to keep putting it on, take it off, put it on, take it off. So during the summer I have it on there for when we're hauling like camping supplies and stuff like that. So I'm going to try to make this short. I have a Top One Motorsports front splitter. Obviously with splitter bars, I do have a tow hook on the front, which a lot of people will pay like, I think it's like $300-400 for the tow hook that goes right where that one is. I made mine for 30 bucks. You can, if you have a welder that you can go get at Harbor Freight, which I have one, you can get the same exact looking metals, the rods and all that, and make your own for like 30 bucks. I literally made mine for 30, and yeah, it will pull the whole car. It's exactly like, I literally built it to look exactly like the one, a really long one that goes way back in there. It looks exactly like it. I painted it and everything. So yeah, don't spend $300-400 just for a tow hook. You can make your own. It really isn't hard. Or I can make you one if you're interested. We'll talk price later. Anyway, so I have my Morimoto or Mishimoto, it's one of those, I think it's Morimoto XB headlights, LEDs, so you can see, really nice headlights. I did hit a deer a while back, as you all know, so I have a new front grille. I decided, I've never had a cooling issue, but evidently other people have, so I figured, well, since I'm going to be replacing the front grille anyway, I might as well get one that allows more air. So I got one that allows more air, and I personally stuck my old Type-R badge on here, even though I have new ones that they ordered me, but I figured might as well hold on to those for a rainy day. This was silver. I vinyl wrapped it in carbon fiber blue. I also got, of course, like I told you, I have a Nikoco, I don't know how you pronounce it, fog light in front of my intercooler, which, like I said, some people have had overheat issues with this car. I have not. I don't know why people are having overheat issues. I've never seen my temperature gauge go above above the below of mid. Mine has always stayed right below the mid range. So also I have RGB LED fog light bulbs that are in there. They do colors as well as regular fog lights. I can't remember what the name of this hood is, but I got mine through Throttle, since I'm a Throttle VIP member. Love this hood. The only issue I was having, which I thought it was the hood's fault, but it was not the hood's fault, and it's the reason for this, is I have an aftermarket cold air intake or short ram intake or whatever the hell you want to call it, and it was getting water in it. So I thought it was because when you looked down you could see the filter. I was like, oh, there must be rain getting into it. So I made this myself to go over the thingy to keep water out. Well, I was still having water issues. So one day I took a hose and I stuck it right on top of the box for the filter, and lo and behold, mine is an Ingen, INJEN, and right where the little clear triangle is, it's not sealed. So it was leaking water through that little thing, which I'll show you. We'll get back to that so I can actually show it to you. But yeah, that's the reason for the scoop. And even after I fixed it, I was like, well, I'll just leave it. I like it. I think it looks cool. And plus, it's just an extra thing to keep water out from the filter. But yeah, like I said, I like it. I think it looks kind of neat. These are Aohan, or however you pronounce it, rims. 35 millimeter offset, I believe is what it called for. And I have 32 millimeter spacers on here, as you can see. Which I have not had any rubbing issues. I mean, I have rubbing issues in the back, just a tiny bit. Like if you really, dip down real quick, like you hit a pothole or something, or not a pothole, like a dip in the road, I'll hear it go, and that's it. So I eventually plan on getting different rims that have more of a deep look and to take up that 32 mil space, so I don't have to run spacers anymore. So I talked to Fitment Industries and I told them, well, since I have 32 mil spacers, does that mean I can run basically like a +5 rim or a +6? And they're like, yeah, technically that does mean you can do that. So that's probably what I'll end up doing eventually, not right now. I'm not worried about it right now. I might 2-3 years down the road, maybe I'll do that. Front windows are tinted legally, back windows are blacked out. I also have these little carbon fiber inserts for the door handles. I got a Type-R light, which you all will see lit up later at the end of this video. A downforce Solutions rear diffuser. I still have my stock exhaust on here, except I took all the resonators off. Yes, it does have drone. I don't mind. Doesn't bother me. I could go with one more resonator put back on, but it really doesn't bother me that much. Other people that ride in the back, it does. But for me, motor noise is motor noise. But the reason why I did this and didn't get an aftermarket exhaust is because we have a tow hook. When we first got the car, we thought it was capable of towing, like a small trailer. Then we found out, oh, it's not supposed to tow anything. So we'll probably end up using it for like a bike carrier for when we take the kids biking and everything, which is why I kept it. As you can see, the plug is still there for a trailer. I honestly don't believe that the car would have any problem towing a small trailer. It towed one. I drove it for a while with a trailer for maybe 10-15 miles. It did fine. As you can see, I finally got my badge number on my license plate. This is my reverse light, and this is the get off my ass light, and they are bright. You will see them also in the at the end of the video lit up. My Mighty Car Mod sticker, my Blue Line sticker, other little stickers. No, I'm not sponsored by anyone. I just like repping. High Rev Motorsports V1 taillights. Love these things. No, I did not pay for Mishimoto freaking taillights that don't even do a cool animation. I'm going to pay less for more, Come on. I don't need Mishimoto. I don't need a name brand. I never have. I don't care about name brands. You know, if I'm gonna pay less and get more, it's a no-brainer for me. The only thing I ever got off of Wish that never faded. These things, I don't know if it's quality control or something, but they have not faded. They have not chipped. I love them. I got them from Wish. I just didn't like the whole blank space, nothing going on. So I got these. I got my badge number there too. Airflow Dynamics. Window visors. Love these things. Nice and thick. Love them. Absolutely love them. It took a while to get them because we ordered them right in the middle of the pandemic. So it took like 5-6 weeks to get them. This Type-R, as far as I know, is the only Type-R in the United States that has working lane watch. I went through hell to get the wiring diagrams, schematics, and all that in order to wire it up to the back of the radio, and it does work. I do have a video for that. If you want to look through my page, I don't have very many videos of my car, so it's not going to be hard to find. If you want to check that out, I have done a video on not the full installation, but talking about it. I'm on stock suspension. I don't plan on doing anything with the suspension unless I get air ride. Then maybe I'll do some suspension mods. Let's go and check out the inside of the car. I think I've covered everything on the outside. So I do have a subsystem, and I've only put it in for today for the video. These are my subs. Rockford Fosgate, 12-inch. And yes, it hits hard. I'm actually thinking of downgrading to something just with a single 12, because I did not think that box was going to be as big as it is, and I had no trunk space now. And I like my trunk space, which is why I usually just take them out and leave them out and just use the stock sub, which I can still use. I have a button right here that if I flip it, this one's now on. If I flip it down, it's off, and these are on. My amp and all that is unfortunately under here. There you go. You'll see that at the end of the video where it's all lit up. So my rear view security camera for my black view security camera. A lot of this you'll see at night because a lot of it lights up. Of course, I got a fire extinguisher because I'm one of those people that likes to have a fire extinguisher just in case. You never know. Interior, really haven't done much. Type-R looking matte to keep scuffs off. I do have Honda Flash Pro. Unfortunately, I don't know if you can see me. Hold on. Let's do this. So, like I said, I do have Honda Flash Pro. But it's hooked up, but it's not doing anything with the ECU yet because I got a new ECU that's already jailbroken. I just have to go to Honda and get it programmed to this car, and then I'll be able to use my Honda. This is my Blackview front camera. This is the hookup for my GoPro. I usually run it right here so that when we go on trips, if I see anything cool, I can flip it on. Right now it's in the back because I'm doing this video and you're gonna see me driving-ish. This is the switchboard for everything in my car. This is for the grill light, which is in front of the intercooler. My underglow. This is for a electronic deer whistle, which will soon also be for power to my train horn that I plan on getting one day. This is for my CB radio. I used to have a bigger radio, which was a Cobra, but it was so big I couldn't figure out where to put it. So I got a Uniden, which fits down underneath here, and all the buttons are on the handheld unit itself. Auxiliary is for interior lighting. Rear is for the get off my ass light. Side is for the side lights that are on top of the car. light bars for the front light on top of the car, which these will still be working, but like I said, I'm going to get rid of those bars and get some new bars that are single. Instead of having doubles, they'll be single line going across, and unfortunately they won't have RGB on them, but no big deal. I don't care. Like I said, these ones leaked, so I'm going to go to Tractor Supply and see if I can get the single line bars instead. I do have Honda hack on my radio, which I'm sorry guys, I don't know what the hell Honda was thinking, but for some reason they decided to use, and this is not a lie, I looked up everything on this radio. I mean, I know this thing inside and out. For some reason, Honda decided that when they made this, that they were going to use an operating system and a chipset from 2007. That is why everyone's radio has bugs, it's slow as hell, and it doesn't take anything on it as far as apps. It's like having a iPad or an Android notebook from 2007. That's what we have in our car. I don't know why they did that. I guess it was to cut costs, but I'm pretty sure that had you asked the people that were getting the Type-R, hey, would you like an upgraded radio? We would have forked out an extra $200, $300, $400, $500 to get that, because quite frankly, this thing sucks. Bad, horrible, it's crap. So I'm getting eventually a new radio from Phoenix that replaces this. It says a little bit higher, about to here, that retains all the functions that this one does. Every function. It retains it all. Steering wheel controls and all. Maintenance, all that stuff. It still has it. They've also got one that sits the same height, but goes all the way down to about here. And it takes away this and makes it digital. I'm not going for that. I don't need a huge Tesla looking thing. I just want a little bit bigger screen and something that I can put good apps on and runs quick. This is my tire pressure monitoring system, which I will not have once I get the new radio, because that will have it on the radio itself. It will be an upgrade. So this is only temporary, because quite frankly, I'm sick of seeing tire pressure low or high or whatever. It just says tire pressure and not knowing whether it's high, low, something's wrong. So this thing tells me everything, whether low pressure, high pressure, wearing wrong, it tells me everything. So if this comes on and this is flashing, I'll look up here to see what's wrong. I do have aftermarket USB plugs, which I made this one fit in myself. It's got it was almost the right size. I had to put some rubber tape around the edge of it just to make it snug, but it also shows you what the voltage is. And then down here I've got another USB thing that I installed that stays on constant. So if we're out of the car and our cell phones are dying, like if we're in the mountains or something and we want to go to a waterfall and we want to leave our phones in here to charge, we can without leaving the car on. And then we got the regular one that turns off whenever the car turns off. This is for my wireless Android Auto. This is for the light bars to change the colors and turn on the light. This does not come with wireless charging, so which I can't tell you how much I love this thing. The cell phone holder for the Type-R, this thing is freaking awesome. The only thing I didn't like was it came with a regular clippy thing, so you still had to hook a wire to it. And I was like, I don't want to have a wire hooked to my phone. So I took a wireless charger that I had. So I took the wireless charging unit and put it on this. So now I can literally just take my phone, pop it on there, it closes, and it charges up my phone. So it's something for whoever sells these cell phone holder things for the Type-R. That's something to think about, getting a wireless charging unit on this. I have a wider mirror thing because for some reason I don't like Honda's rear view mirrors. They're too small for me, and this one is, I think, what you call it, concave or convex, to where I can see all around. Hi, I think that's big. Oh yes, gotta show you this. So as we all know, the Type-R is a 4-seater. Mine is not. And I made mine not a 4-seat. Give you a better view. Okay, there we go. This came out of, I believe, a Honda Civic Sport, if I am remembering correctly. I got the rear seat. I think they call it 3-to-1. This is, or 2-to-1. I believe this is the 2, and that's the 1. So I got the seat out of a Sport and put it in here. It bolts right in. No problem. I have not yet gotten the seat, the bottom part, because I don't really think I need it. All I did was I took the cup holder out, which it just easily pops right out. I got a piece of styrofoam kind of stuff. It's really nice and squishy. And then I put a seat cover over top. And when you got kids and you don't want, stains or whatnot to get on your seats, it's also a good way to keep your seat looking new, is to put a cover over it. So it worked. It was killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Basically, my car is now a 5-seater, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-seater. I got seatbelt here, and this one's turned the wrong way. Or no, that's the right way. So, got the seatbelt here and seatbelt here. That's the only thing I didn't exactly like, was the fact that this belt is black. But it kind of works, because when you just look at, if you scan at the car, you see the 2 seat belts. You don't really see this one, so it kind of works out. But then you got the middle seat belt and the passenger side seat belt. So, and then I got WeatherTech. Well, they're not. Yeah, I think they are WeatherTech. WeatherTech floor mats, which I usually take these out during the summer. I don't know if I will or not, because when we go to the beach, it actually still comes in handy. Keeps my floors looking brand new. So, pardon me. So basically, that is my 2017 Civic Type-R. Oh yeah, the air intake. Locked on me. Let's see. So yeah, anyone who buys the engine intake, that's the thing that leaks. And as you can see, maybe you can see it, I sealed it. And ever since then, I have not had any leaking issues. It was leaking literally right onto the filter. Which, like I said, at the same time, I put that scoop on there. It's just, I keep it on there because I think it looks cool, and hey, it's an extra, an extra thing of protection. So it keeps water out of my engine. I don't want water in my engine. But as far as the engine, completely stock. I'm not going to do anything to the turbo or anything like that until the warranty's up. Then I'll get the upgraded turbo and all that stuff. But yeah, right now stock is completely fine. So, and then I got the extra little, hold on, these things right here that cover up the fenders, that big gaping hole, which I don't know why they didn't do that from stock. Down in here is where all my wiring, this is the wiring for all these lights up here, which is nice and tucked away. The only wire I used to have the control box, fuse box thing sitting here. I didn't like it because I had wires everywhere. I decided to tidy it up. Took me like 3 days to do it. So now the only wire coming from the engine bay is this one. It's the main wire, sends power all the way to the back, and then there's a splitter in the back that sends power to the fuse box for the control panel, and then power for my amp, power for my, I guess they call it a crossover or whatever it is, that black thing that was right beside my amp. I can't remember what the hell it's called. Yeah, and then it also sends power to that. So yeah, that's basically everything with my Type-R. For anyone who's been interested in knowing, I am one of those lucky people, evidently, because I've heard also people have had problems with water going in the scoop and getting into the actual engine where the spark plugs are. I have not had that issue at all, knock on wood. Yeah, I haven't had hardly any issues with this car whatsoever. I love it to death. No, I am not planning on getting the new Type-R coming out. I quite honestly don't like the way it looks. If I was to get another car, it would probably be, and I cannot believe I am saying this, I would actually consider getting the new Corolla. Yeah, you heard me right. I would actually consider getting the new the new Corolla GR. That's only because it's got all-wheel drive and a lot of other little goodies. But yeah, I don't see me getting another car. I would probably end up getting a truck. Because living in the country, you kind of want a truck. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't trade this car for anything. Sorry, not even the new Corolla. I love my Type-R that much. So, anyway, that's basically it. I mean, I guess y'all can hear it. I can turn it on. Oh, and you can see the radio. So let's see. Start her up. Now everyone knows radio takes forever for it to start up, but I've got my own intro video and all that I made for it. Any day. There it goes. It does have sound, but I would think the sound would be kind of annoying after a while. From Assassin's Creed, which I love that game, so yeah. Man, it is hot. And then there's my Assassin's Creed thingy. Which, hopefully, oh, I'm just making sure my Bluetooth is not on. Unplugged. Okay, so that's my radio. As I said, I do have Honda Hack on here in order to do a lot of this stuff. But like I said, this radio, it can't handle nothing. I highly suggest anyone who gets a Type-R, first thing to get rid of, those stupid rims. Don't get yourself any more 20s. 19s at the most, 18s are perfect, and get rid of this radio. This radio is horrible. Other than that, the car is perfectly fine. Yeah, and you can, I guess you can hear it. So, yeah, that's my car. Not gonna play any music because copyright issue stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's my 2017 Civic Type-R, quote unquote, touring. I really don't think there's any other model than touring. I don't know why they call it touring. But every time I go to Honda, they're like, oh, the guy with the touring one. Yeah, the guy with the Type-R. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. My ADHD doesn't allow me to remember if I showed you everything. I guess I did. If there's anything you saw that you want an explanation to, or you're curious about or interested in, let me know. Hit me up. Please give a like. I can't believe I'm doing this, but yeah, please give me a like. I guess I'm going to try and start a channel. I'll be doing a lot more videos, and I will be trying to provide possibly some garage space to help people out with their Type-Rs. So anyway, that's basically it. Stay tuned for the video that's going to be cut right after this. That's going to show you the night mode of this car. Later. Okay, for those of you that wanted to see my Type-R at night, this is her. Now usually I would run blue lights, but of course, you know, police don't exactly like that. Considering it's a blue car, you know, blue lights would have looked great, but I figure since the car has a red stripe and red badge and all that, go red. So this is the Nick Oko, or however you pronounce it, light bar, which has all sorts of different patterns and stuff. These are my RGB LED lights, fog lights. My XB headlights. Love these things. And then of course, like I said, I put a LED light in the actual hood itself, which you can see if you look down in there. Everything looks orange for some reason, but trust me, she's red. And of course I got my Porsche, I believe, looking side markers. My Type-R light. And of course everyone loves the look of the ass of the Type-R. Someone hits me when I'm braking, there's something definitely wrong. And then of course I will take you on the inside. And this is the inside. Got my Assassin's Creed logo going. That's my CB radio. Up here is the readout for my tire pressures. And yes, I run in sports mode right now with regular gas because of gas prices. Yeah. Of course, lights down there, which you can't really see them, but also have them in the back. And then, I'm not sure if I can, there it is. It's so hard to do this from the front. That's a cigarette lighter adapter thing where you can plug it in. And then, sorry, my face is against the seat. And this is for USB down here, which does not look on, does it? There it is. So, yeah. Oh God, getting too old for this. Of course, like I said, this is for my bass for the subs. My, I can't really see it, but there's the hard drive for my music right there. Another USB plug-in thing that actually shows you the voltage that's going to each of the USBs, which is funny because they put it in the middle. I would think they would have put it on the bottom here or on the top, because when you have them plugged in you can't really see it, but yeah, it says 14. And then of course got my grill light on, got my underglow on, my CB radio on, and my interior lighting on. I guess I can show you my get the hell off my ass light. which you might actually be able to see it turn on. Yep. On, off. On, off. So I'll turn it on. As you can see, it's really fucking bright. Yeah, that's bright. Turn the radio off. Turn my reverse light off. So yeah. Oh yeah, my trunk. And then this is the trunk. Of course, with the LED lighting back here. I wish there was a better way to put these LED lights in to where they looked better, but that's pretty much all I can do without having to drill into stuff, and I really don't want to drill into parts that I really don't have to. This button right here is the switch from this sub to my big subs when I have them in. Right now, with the light on, this sub is on. With the light off, it's this one. And then, of course, like I said, up under here is my amp, which looks like a big H. Yeah. So, yeah. And then my rear view camera for the security system. And then my front 4K camera is right there, which you can't really see it. So, yep, that's my Type-R at night. I know not many people are into a lot of lighting. I understand, you know, some people like it, some people don't. Even back in the day when people were definitely against it and thought it was ricey, I still rocked them. I didn't care, and I still don't care. I like them. I've always liked them. Not just because I think it looks cool in my car, but also because, guess what? It makes me more visible to other drivers. And like I said, if someone hits me, because I can run with all these lights on, at least in the state of North Carolina. If someone hits me, there's definitely something wrong. You on drugs or drunk off your ass or something. But yeah, so I like the lights. I've always had lights on every car I've ever owned. I even had glass neons back before they started making neons, you know, the norm, I guess you could say. Yeah, we actually had glass neon tubes underneath the cars. Couldn't go off-road with those, let me tell you. So, anyway, like I said, I know not many people are into all the lighting, but I am. So, my car, I'll do what I want to it. Am I doing it to get attention? Actually, no. I really could care less. I like the way the car looks. I like making it look how I want it to look. It has nothing to do with turning people's heads or getting attention or any of that. It's simply and honestly because I like it and because I want it. It's my car. I'm paying for it. I'm paying for the insurance and blah 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 blah. You don't like it, you don't have to. It's not your car. You're not paying for it. When you take over my payments, guess what? I'll take all that shit off. But until you pay my payments, I'm gonna run with it on. So there's cars out there that I don't like. I don't like the whole JDM where every single solitary Civic hatchback looks exactly identical to the other one. You know, when I go to car meets, I see 10 Civic hatchbacks. They all look exactly the same. They're all running the same lip kit, blah, blah, blah. That's not my thing. I wouldn't do that. I don't like it. But if they like it, then that's cool. Because it's their car. They can do what they want to it. And I give them props for it. And I give them props on the car. It looks clean. It looks good. I'm not knocking that. I just wouldn't do it. But to each their own. Every person is an individual. But that being said, for people that do that to their cars, the JDM look, not just Civics, but all cars. For people that do that just to fit in with the rest of the guys, those guys I have no respect for. Because you're just trying to fit in with the in crowd. You're trying to look cool and get the girls and blah, 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 blah. It's like, dude, if you want to slap a body kit on that thing and make it look like a freaking shark out of the water, and I've seen some cars that look like an ugly ass shark. Y'all old school people know what I'm talking about. What was it, Sunfire? Where that big, huge mouth-looking front bumper on the front. Ugly as hell. Ugly as hell. But you know what? It was their car. And you know what? It won trophies. Would I do it? Hell no. But if they like it, go for it. It's your car. Do what you want to it. So, anyway, I'm rambling again. So yeah, that's my 2017 Type-R at night, the touring edition, whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. Anyway, so hope y'all liked it. If you did, cool, leave a like. If you didn't, well, screw ya. Bye.